Guns do save lives, but other things saves lives as well. Takes many programs. Okay? New Hampshire, safest state in 3 years. Most likely right. I aim to keep it that way.
Why are you trying to change things?
Why change it?
Not broken. Don't fix that. Something that's not broken.
Places that did change it, now look at it.
It's not broken. Don't fix
Look
it.
at New York. Look
You
at
know,
Illinois.
it's really nice to be in America because we can all express our opinion. And I'm going to do mine right now, as you guys are. My name is John Cantin. I am a lifelong resident in New Hampshire. So if you want me to go home, I'm already here. I'm here today as a father of a woman who was shot dead by her husband here in New Hampshire. I am here as a survivor who was injured in the same shooting, so I'm a victim as well.
Bad guy.
Gun-free zones are killing ground.
The person who did this was not a criminal. I am here as a proud veteran of the military who was trained in the responsible use of firearms. I am here as a voter who supported Senator Kelly Ayotte and wants to see her succeed in New Hampshire. Common sense to Washington, D.C. I am here as a concerned advocate for the victims of domestic abuse and improved mental health services. As I was saying, it takes more than one program to control this. Everybody needs to work together, and we are not here to take rights away. But people, as you seem to be saying right now, may not have weapons. I, like many of us, was deeply disappointed when Senator Ayotte voted against the federal legislation strengthening gun laws, requiring background checks and making gun trafficking a federal crime. We know that almost 90% of New Hampshire voters, 90% of New Hampshire voters, many of them gun owners, supported including all gun sales and background checks. We know that when there is a gun in the home of a domestic abuser...
Excuse me, there's no sun. You should take your glass over. You can see your eyes. There you go.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what are you preaching here?
You're
right. Which rights are they?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Background checks don't work. They still got their weapons.
We know that when there is a gun in the home of a domestic abuser, a woman is 500 times more likely to be killed. And we know that in the states where background checks...
A gun or a machine gun? What kind of gun? What kind of gun are you talking here?
All kinds of...
Well, no, it doesn't say that in your speech. Okay, let's see this.
No, don't. It wouldn't be worth it. We're not going to give you your way. And we know now, that in the states where background checks are required for all gun purchases, there is a 38% decrease in the rates of homicide, domestic violence. This is why I stood with others, fathers who lost their children in the Newtown shootings, to ask Senator Ayotte to change her vote. It is why I delivered petitions to her office signed by hundreds of New Hampshire voters to support stronger laws and limits access to guns and explosives by suspected terrorists. And it is why just over an hour ago, I delivered a list of more than 6,000 names to Senator Ayotte's office in Manchester. The names I delivered were the names of young people like my daughter, Melissa. Sir, please have a little respect at this moment. Thank you.
But if you had this speech in your mind, you wouldn't have to read all this propaganda shit in front of you.
You done?
No, I'm not done.
I'm not done either. They are the names of young children like the ones killed in Newtown on December 14th. They are the names of those who have been killed by a gun in 6 months since Newtown. They are the names that we need to remember, and that why Granite State's staters have spent the day reading these names out loud. I guess these names don't exist according to you. But the list is so long already, with the total number climbing higher today, is unacceptable. But one of the things that I learned from my daughter's death is that is not enough to say this is wrong.
You're talking about this. You're not the truth. You're not
I'm fine. I don't need help. We must act to make it better. That is why I'm inviting Senator Ayotte to take a second look at these proposed laws, and at the very least, make suggestions to make them better and more effective. It is why I'm asking Senator Ayotte to stand with her constituents and not with the gun lobby. So I urge all who feel as I do to let Senator Ayotte know that we expect her to act in our best interest, in the interest of public health, public safety. As a father, one of the most important responsibilities is to be all we can do to protect our children and keep them safe. I was unable to do that with my daughter when we were ambushed by her husband. But I am doing it now for her child and for yours. Please join me, because we can make our homes and our communities safer. And we must do that.